Now, in his latest role, that of an MP hopeful, Sanjay Dutt is once again in the midst of controversy.
That's right, with a family feud, and at this point it's not even clear whether legally he can contest elections on a Samajwadi Party ticket. Well, Sanjay Dutt continues to question his sister using her maiden name, and he says even though Minister Renuka Chaudhary, who questioned him, changed her surname. But he does admit that had his father been alive, he would not have approved of his decision to join the Samajwadi Party.
There was also a sense from what Priya was saying that in many ways it had to do with Manyata and the fact that after Manyata came into the picture, there was almost a growing difference between the both of you.
No, Manyata is my wife.
Right.
And there's no two ways about it. She is my family as of now and always will be. And there cannot be any rift between us. I mean, in any family, in any marriage, there are always problems which take place. And the focus is on the Dutts, so I think that's the reason. But in any family in the world, when a girl comes into the family, there are problems, and we'll sort them out.
And you also made it clear that you're the only Mr. and Mrs. Dutt in that building.
That's a fact.
What did you mean by that?
I mean what I meant by that I am, and my wife is Mr. and Mrs. Dutt, and that is it.
But Priya has also retained the Dutt surname, so she's also...
I have nothing against that, to retain any surname. You want to retain your dad's surname, it is fine. But I was just talking about traditions in India.
Right. Where normally any individual specific...
I mean, Honorable Renuka ji. I have a lot of respect for...
Renuka Chaudhary,
ji.
Our minister.
I have a lot of respect for ma'am. And, but even she, she was Air Marshal Roy's daughter, she is. But she retained her husband's name.
Right.
So I was not talking about women's rights, I was just talking about tradition.
But tell me, Sanjay, would you think that your father, if you were alive, would have approved of your joining the Samajwadi Party? He wouldn't have been upset or hurt to see you join over?
Maybe he would have been, but I think I would have managed to convince him.
You think so?
Because I think Samajwadi and Congress share a similar view of secularism, of helping the people in the nation, and I think that's why they are in alliance.